You gotta try it. It's just like grandma's.
Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane. I want to say hello to all of my old subscribers. Thank you for coming back. And a big hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So today we're going to be making yet another internet sensation recipe. I've seen this all over YouTube and I thought, I have got to try this. And I've got some notes over here, so if you see me referring to that, that's because, I'm making this by what I saw on the internet. It's called the Mother Ruth Irving Pound Cake. So some make it with frosting, some make it without frosting, but I want you to know that other than the Lord Jesus Christ himself and my husband, cake is my favorite thing in the world. So I love it. With frosting, without frosting, with ice cream, with jello, whatever. I love cake. So this is a pound cake and we're going to keep it just a plain pound cake. And here's what's in the pound cake. So there's 3 sticks of butter. And I have them already in here. And then there's 7 eggs. And I have my eggs. So my butter and my eggs, I have left them out all night long so that they could come up to room temperature and be just really good and easy to incorporate into my recipe. And then we have 2.5 cups of cake flour, sweetened condensed milk. It's going to be 1/3 of a cup. And then, just to let you know how old this recipe is, it calls for 2 drawer spoons of vanilla flavoring and 2 drawer spoons full of lemon extract. Well, that is vanilla extract. There's a difference between extract and flavoring. So what you need to do is you need to go into your drawer that's in your kitchen and you need to get out a teaspoon. That's what it means. Drawer, teaspoon. Open up your drawer, get a teaspoon out. This is how they measured it back in the day. I remember my grandma measuring stuff with a teaspoon. So this is what we're going to be using to measure out our flavoring. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started.
I've combined my sugar and butter together and we're whipping this for about 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes.
Okay, so that's looking fabulous. And while that's going, I'm going to flour my pan. I'm going to stop this. This is a pan I inherited from my mother-in-law. It holds about 12 cups of mix. So I'm going to flour that. And guess what, folks? I found this. It was at Walmart. It's lard. And I would think that back then that's what they used was lard. And it was only $1.78. However, they did not have it in the store when I did my pickup. So they actually sent it to me via FedEx. And so it arrived the very next day. So that was awesome. Kudos to Walmart. Thank you so much. And then we're going to put this in our pan. And then we're going to put flour in our pan. Dust our pan with flour. So that is truly old school. That's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to let this continue. I'll scrape the bowl down. Got a few more minutes. I'm going to do this.
I also want to say, don't let the simplicity of these ingredients fool you. This pound cake is packed with flavor.
We're going to scrape the bowl down. And what we're looking for is not to hear any sugar being scraped in the bottom of the pan, or in the pan in general. We want it nice and fluffy. And we're almost there, guys. Maybe another minute or 2. We're almost there. All right. I think that sounds good to me. Looks good. I'm not seeing any crystals in there. I don't hear the sugar. So I think we're going to be okay. Move that blade out the way. All right. want to get it up so I can show you. And this is what it should look like. Nice and white and creamy. This is salted butter. I normally do use unsalted butter when I'm baking, but the recipe is calling for salted butter. So we're using the salted butter. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to start incorporating our eggs. And our 7 eggs is going to be one at a time. And we're going to stir it. Whoops, I got 2 in there, y'all. But we're going to stir it in till we don't see any more of the egg. We'll drop it back. Let's try this again. All right. Okay, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to scrape down my bowl. Get it off the blade as well. Get as much of it back into that bowl as you can. All right, that looks good. We're going to continue blending and put the rest of the eggs in, and then we'll move on. After the last egg goes in, I'm going to scrape the bowl down again. We're going to stop it. We're going to lower my bowl, and we're going to scrape the bowl down. Very good. Go on into the bottom of that bowl.
Since there's no leavening in the mix, the salted butter and the eggs is what makes the cake rise.
Wipe it off on the side. And we're going to raise it back up. And we're going to blend it for just another second or two. Just to get the rest of it in there. Okay, that's really good. And as you can see, I have greased with flour my pan and floured it. And I just used all-purpose flour. I did not use the cake flour. So next we're going to start with incorporating our cake flour into our butter and sugar mixture, along with our sweetened condensed milk. This is 3/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk. So we're going to start with the flour and we're going to end with the flour. Hey there. So since I'm going to be putting my flavoring in last, I'm going to go ahead and get my drawer spoon ready, teaspoon. I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of lemon. Lemon extract and 2 teaspoons of vanilla pure extract. And I'm just going to put it in the same little bowl here, and we're going to put that in last and give it a little blend, and we'll be done with it. All right, so I'm going to continue and put in the flour mixture with the blender off. Okay. Let's see how much I got left in there. And we're going to blend. Look at that. The flour mixture. At this point, you do not want to do a whole lot of blending. You did all your blending in the beginning. Now you just incorporate. Now I'm going to go in with some of that delicious looking condensed milk. That looks so good. Condensed milk, of course, always makes things better. I'm going to blend again. It's incorporated, and then I'll put it up, turn it up a little bit higher. And then we're going to put in the last of our sweetened condensed milk. 25, right here to go off. We're going to cut that off. This is the last of the flour. We're going to put that in. Okay, that's it. No more stirring. Except for when we stir the vanilla in. So we're going to scrape it in a bowl. Scraping in a bowl is so important, y'all. You have to scrape that bowl down. I can't impress upon you how important it is for you to scrape the bowl down. Go back up. Put it on stir. Turn it up. Not that high. And then we're going to put our flavor in. This is lemon extract and vanilla extract. Okay. Oh gosh, this is good. Oh. Oh, that smells good. That smells so good. Oh! Alright. That's fine. We're not doing any more to it. That's perfect. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop our blades out. When we pop our blade out, we're going to scrape it down and get as much of that off as you can. That's cake. Well, if I had children here, they would be like, can I have that? Can I have that? Of course, you know, you give them some of it. Not a lot, but my kids used to, of course, eat the baters then. Now, I remember when I was growing up, my grandma, she did everything by hand. So everything that she did, pop this off. Let's move him out the way. He's really big. She did everything by hand, and I just have to say kudos to her for doing that. Of course, back then, they didn't have a lot of blenders and stuff, so they had to do it by hand. My grandma made her cake by hand. She made her frosting by hand. All right, and that's how it's going to be. So I can show you the thickness of it. All right, now we're going to start putting it in our lard and flour pan. All right. Just going to put it in and turn. Put it in and turn. It's going to bake at 325 degree preheated oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. It may take longer. You just put your tester in and see how it's coming along. If you don't have a tester, just use a toothpick. If you don't have a toothpick, just use a knife. Okay? Whatever you got. Put that knife in there. I wouldn't test it before an hour, maybe in 10 minutes, because you want to keep the heat in. The more you open up the door, the less the cake will rise. So I do have mine on the bottom rack. Okay, I got my bowl clean. And then we're just going to spread this out as even as possible in the pan. Smooth the edge down with the spoon. I don't know, but it smells good, y'all. Let's do the last pass. The spoon. All right, there it is. I'm going to put it in the oven and let it start baking. Okay, guys, this is my cake fresh out the oven. And I'm going to let it sit in my pan probably for a good at least 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it over. It rose up so high. It's beautiful, y'all. So it's been cooling on this wire rack for about 10 to 12 minutes. Gosh, it smells awfully good. So we're going to do this. Wet plate, Try to center it. Oh my gosh. I wish you could smell it. That smells so good. That's great. That smells really good. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for spending time with me today. That the recipe will be down in the description box. So just scroll down and you'll see the recipe. Refer back to my video for the steps. Thank you so much. Be blessed. And we'll see you real soon.